Good morning, students. Just after the completion of basic concept in chemistry, next the atomic structure, next the periodic classification of element and periodic properties. Next switch over to the fourth chapter, that is chemical bonding. So today, in the first class of this chapter, chemical bonding, I will try to focus some points. That means introduction part, what do you mean by chemical bond? Why atom combine? When atom combine? How atom combines? What is the mode of combination? And different types of chemical bonding. That is ionic or electrovalent bond, covalent bond, the factors affecting this bond, and some characteristic properties of these bonded molecules. So let us start. That is, today is the first class of this chapter, chemical bonding. Mark that. Chapter is chemical bonding. Listen, students. First, we discuss some page by page. Try to understand the point, the basic concept. Then we will start writing. So first, listen. Chemical bond or chemical bonding. What do you mean by the word chemical bonding? So two terms is there. One is bond and one is chemical. Bonding or bond is nothing but a force of attraction which binds together the constituent particles. And if this bond forms by the help of chemically, by chemical means, then it is known as a chemical bond or chemical bonding. A question arises, three questions arises. That is, mark that, point one, why atoms combine? How atoms combine? And third one is when atoms combine. Mark that. Let us discuss one by one. Point one is why atom combine? Answer, in order to attain the stability, in order to attain the octet rule, all of you know, that means the tendency to acquire the 8 electron in their valency shell is known as the octet rule. And one exception for helium, that is a duplet rule. Next, when atom combines and how atom combine. Mark that. When two atoms come closer, it is the nucleus. It is an atom, it is the nucleus, and it is the valence. Different cells are there. Here electrons are there. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So when two atoms approaches to each other, then two type of forces operate. Mark that. One is between the nucleus and nucleus, positive charge repel, negative charge repel, positive and negative opposite charge attract, same charge repel. So mark that, two type of forces operate. One is attractive forces, one is repulsive forces. Mark that, repulsive forces between the nucleus and between the electron and electron present in the valence shell. On the other hand, there is the attractive forces between the nucleus of first atom and the valence electron of this atom, and nucleus of this atom and the valence electron, that is opposite charge. So resulting in the formation of two charges, one is a net repulsive force and one is a net attractive force. So when the net repulsive force is less than the attractive force, then only atoms come closer and combine with each other. And third one, when the how atom combine. Generally, the mode of combination, there is two way, generally two way are there for the combination of atom. One is by losing or gaining of electrons, and point two is by sharing of electron. By losing or gaining of electron resulting the formation of ionic or electrovalent bond. That means one atom when loses resulting the formation of cation, another atom when gains resulting the formation of anion, and the Coulombic forces which binds together the oppositely charged ion together forming a molecule. That type of bond is known as electrovalent bond or ionic bond, and that compound form known as ionic bonded compound. Come to the point one, sharing of electron. It is of two types. One is equal sharing, resulting the formation of a covalent bond, and second one is unequal sharing, resulting the formation of coordinate covalent bond or dative bond. So, mainly, we have to focus three types of bond. One is known as ionic or electrovalent bond. Next one is known as covalent bond. And last one is known as coordinate covalent bond or dative bond. The most aim of the chemical combination is the 2 point. One is net decrease in energy, and point two, obey the octet rule. Already it has been verified that there is a relationship between stability and reactivity. Both are inversely proportional. So everyone try to possess in zone of stability. That's why it is necessary to lose energy. And last one is to obey the octet. That means acquire the 8 electron. The tendency to possess 8 electron in their valence shell is known as octet rule. So let us discuss one by one. Focus to first one, that is ionic bond or electrovalent. Listen students, try to understand the concept, then we start writing. Point one is ionic bond or electrovalent bond. This bond is formed by the complete transference of one or more electron, valence electron, by one atom to the other atom, resulting the formation of a strong electrostatic force of attraction, and that is known as ionic bond or electrovalent bond. When one atom loses electron, resulting the formation of positive ion or cation, while another atom gains an electron, resulting the formation of negative ion or anion. Finally, the oppositely charged ion held together by strong electrostatic forces of attraction, formation of ionic bond. Next we will discuss what are the characteristics, what are the conditions for the formation of ionic bond. 2 to 3 points are there. Point one atom, first atom must be belongs to group 1A, 2A or 3A, that is electropositive nature, that is metal possess metallic nature. While the another atoms must belongs to group 5th A, 6th A or 7th A, that means more electronegative nature and non-metallic nature. Point two, criteria. That means the difference in electronegativity. An ionic bond or electrovalent bond is easily formed if the difference in electronegativity between the two atoms is high. And third one, that is net lowering in energy. These are the criteria for the formation of ionic bond. So we discussed already the introduction part. Why atom combine, when atom combine, how atom combine, what is the mode of chemical combination, and what are the different types of bond. Focus to first one. What is ionic bond or electrovalent bond? What is the criteria for the formation of ionic bond? Next, we discuss some examples and characteristics. Before that one, let us ready to write the point by point. Now start writing. Mark the definition. Definition: the attractive forces which holds the constituent particles close together in a molecule is known as a chemical bond or chemical bonding. Mark the next one. What is the cause of chemical combination? Already we discussed. That is, the atoms interact with each other in account of the following two reasons. One is known as decrease in energy, and the second one is Lewis octet rule. That means the tendency to acquire the 8 electrons in their valence shell is known as the octet rule. Next one. So, the tendency of atoms of various elements to attain the stable configuration of 8 electrons in their valence shell is the cause of chemical combination. Mark that. What is the mode of chemical combination? Generally, there are two ways by which atoms can acquire the noble gas configuration. Point 1, by losing or gaining electron, and point 2, by sharing of electron. Mark that. Point 1, equal contribution, or that means equal, this sharing of electron again is of two types. One is equal sharing, one is unequal sharing. Mark that. Equal contribution of electron, equal sharing of electron made by two atoms, and the electrons are then shared equally to form a covalent bond. Atoms A, atom B. Atom A share one electron, atom B share one electron. And the one pair of electron is contributed. That means that one pair of electron is utilized by both the atom. It is known as equal sharing. Atom A donate 2 electrons, share 2 electrons. Atom B share 2 electrons. Then two shared pair of electron is attracted equally by the two atoms. That is known as equal contribution. Point 2, contribution of an electron pair is made by one atom and both the electrons are shared equally by the two atoms, resulting in the formation of coordinate covalent bond or dative bond. If equal sharing, I repeat again, if equal sharing, there is a covalent bond. If unequal sharing, there is a coordinate covalent bond or known as a dative bond. Mark that. So, corresponding to the above facts, generally there are 3 types of chemical bonds are there. One is electrovalent or ionic bond. Second one is covalent bond. And the third one is coordinate covalent bond or dative bond. So let us again first focus to that is electrovalent or ionic bond. First we discuss about the definition of ionic or electrovalent bond. Mark that. The bond which is formed between the atoms by the transference of one or more valence electrons of one atom to the other atom is known as ionic bond or electrovalent bond, otherwise it is known as a polar bond. That means here two atoms A and B. A has the tendency to completely donate and B has the tendency to completely accept. And result, by complete donating, A form a cation, positive ion, B form a negative ion or anion. Then this cation and anion held together by electrostatic forces of attraction. Mark that. The electrostatic forces of attraction which holds the oppositely charged ions close together is known as the ionic or electrovalent bond. This is the definition part. Next we discuss about the condition. What are the conditions? Already discussed. That means number of valence electron. That means atom A must be belongs to group 1A, 2A or 3A, that is electropositive nature metals. And atom B belongs to group 5th, 6th A, 5th A and 7th A, that is electronegative or non-metallic nature. Mark that. Point 1 is the number of valence electron. That means atom A possesses 1, 2 or 3 number of valence electron, while atom B possesses valence electron 5 or 6 or 7. Point 2, difference in electronegativity. That means a ionic bond is formed easily if the difference between the two atoms, difference in electronegativity is high. And last one is overall decrease in energy. Already you discussed, that means energy and stability. Higher the energy, lower the stability. Everyone try to remain in zone of stability. That's why they possess lower energy. How it is possible? By losing energy. So net decrease in energy. These are the three conditions for the formation of ionic bond. Next we discuss what are the factors affecting the formation of ionic bond. 2 to 3 points is there. Point 1 is low ionization energy. That means what is ionization energy? The amount of energy required to remove the valence electron of a neutral gaseous atom to form a monovalent positive ion or cation. If they have low ionization energy, then easily one is able to remove the valence electron. That means easily atom A transfer to positive ion. And point 2, high electron affinity. That means atom B, another one possesses, what is electron affinity? That is reverse of ionization energy. That is amount of energy released when an extra electron added to a neutral gaseous atom to form a monovalent negative ion or anion. That means higher the tendency, higher the electron affinity, higher the amount of energy released. That means easily an anion is formed. Higher the tendency to accept an electron. And the third one is high lattice energy. What is lattice? L-A-T-T-I-C. What is lattice energy? That means when after the formation of cation and anion, when then combine together to form a constituent molecule, then the amount of energy released known as lattice energy. So higher the energy released, that means higher the stability. Mark that. What is lattice energy? The energy released when isolated ions form a crystal is known as the lattice energy. So the most important are the factors is low ionization energy, high electron affinity and high lattice energy. These three favors the formation of ionic bond or formation of ionic bonded compound. Then what are the characteristics? They are polar in nature, so they dissolve in polar solvent. One term is there, like, dissolve, like. That means if solute is polar, dissolve in polar solvent. If solute is non-polar, dissolve in non-polar solvent. And generally their physical state, there is crystalline nature. They possess high value of melting and boiling point. Their solubility in polar solvent. Then they conduct heat and electricity easily in molten form or in aqueous solution. Mark that. Properties. One is physical state, that is generally they are crystalline nature. They possess high value of melting and boiling point. Solubility, generally they are soluble in polar solvent. Next, electrical conductivity. Generally they are good conductor of heat and electricity in fused or molten or in aqueous solution. Next, they have high density. Next, they are a non-directional character and they exhibit ionic reaction. I repeat again, the characteristics, generally they are crystalline nature. They possess high value of melting point and boiling point. Generally they are soluble in polar solvent. They are good conductor of heat and electricity in aqueous solution or molten state. They have high density and they are non-directional character and they show ionic reaction. These are the conditions, these are the characteristics of ionic compound. So definition part is over. Factors affecting the formation of ionic bond is over. Then characteristics of ionic bonded compound is over. Then we discuss about the examples of formation of ionic bond. All of you know suitable example, formation of sodium chloride, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride. These are some examples. So what happened? Let us discuss about sodium chloride. Sodium, atomic number 11, that is electronic configuration 281. So it has the tendency to lose electron, resulting the formation of monovalent cation, that is Na plus, having stable electronic configuration 28. Then to chlorine, atomic number 17, 287. By receiving one electron, it forms an anion, that is Cl minus, possessing stable noble gas configuration, that is 288. Now, the oppositely charged, that is Na plus and Cl minus, combine by the electrostatic forces of attraction, resulting in the formation of a sodium fluoride crystal. Next, discuss about sodium sulfide. Another example, sodium sulfide. Formula, what is the formula? Can anyone? That is Na2S, sodium sulfide. 2 sodium atom, 1 sulfur atom. Mark that. One sodium atom loses 1 electron, another sodium atom loses 1 electron. That means resulting in the formation of Na plus and Na plus. 2 Na plus having configuration 2,8, stable configuration. And the sulfur, that is 286. It is required 2 electron. By receiving 2 electron, it forms S2 minus, having stable configuration 288. So now these two oppositely charged forces of attraction joined by Coulombic forces of attraction to form Na2S, sodium sulfide. So many examples are there. This is all about the definition, condition, factors, characteristics, examples of ionic bonded compound. Next we switch over to the second one, that is covalent bond or covalent bond. That means it is for how a covalent bond is for. That means sharing of electron, equal sharing of electron. Atom A if share 1 electron, atom B share 1 electron, then one shared pair of electron is attracted by both, resulting the formation of a single covalent bond. If atom A share 2 electron, atom B share 2 electron, then 2 shared pair of electron is attracted by both for the filling of the stable configuration, resulting in the formation of 2 single covalent bond. That is known as a double bond. On the other hand, when atoms share 3 electron, atom A, similarly atom B share 3 electron, resulting in the formation of 3 single covalent bond or triple bond. Then we discuss about what are the factors affecting and what are the conditions necessary for the formation of covalent bond. Next we switch over to the definition of second, that is covalent bond. Mark that. The bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons between the combining atoms of the same or different element is known as a covalent bond. And the bond which is and the compound which is formed by this type of bond is known as covalent compound. Mark that. In this bond, the atoms do not acquire any charge. The electrons which are shared occupy such a position in between the nuclei of the two atoms where there is the maximum forces of attraction from the two nuclei. So it is otherwise also known as non-polar bond. It may be single bond, it may be double bond, or it may be triple bond. It is the definition part. Next is condition for the formation of electrovalent bond. Two important points is there. One is electronegativity and one is electronic configuration. Let us discuss one by one. Point one is electronegativity. We know it is the tendency of an atom in a covalently bonded molecule that attract the shared pair of electron towards itself. That means higher the tendency to withdraw the pair of electron, then lower the tendency to sharing. That means the most important condition is that between the two atoms possess very low electronegativity or zero electronegativity, then only two atoms share electrons. And point two, electronic configuration. Generally, this type of bond formed by the non-metals or that element present in group 5th A, 6th A and 7th A. That means they have 5 or 6 or 7 valence electrons. If they are, then only they share among themselves to form covalent bond. So two important condition is there. They have very low or zero electronegativity and the electronic configuration. That means they have possess 5 or 6 or 7 valence electron. That means they are generally non-metals. And next is characteristics of covalent compound. As the bond is weak, so at a normal condition of temperature, pressure, most of them exist as gases and liquid at room temperature. As there is no charge particle, no valence electron is there, so they are a bad conductor of heat and electricity. One exception, that is graphite. Graphite, one deviation, possesses the electron and good conductor of heat and electricity. And also in case of physical state, maximum on all of them are gases or liquid. One few exception that possess some three-dimensional giant structure, that is a diamond, silicon carbide SiC, silicon dioxide. These are some few exceptions because they have three-dimensional giant structure, so they are solid. Unless at room temperature, under ordinary condition of temperature, pressure, they are gases and liquid. As the bond is localized, they are directional in nature. Ionic bonded, that is non-directional nature. Covalent bonded, that is directional nature. They possess low value of melting and boiling point. They are a bad conductor of heat and electricity. Mark that some points. That is a physical state. They exist as gases or liquid of low boiling point at a normal condition. Exception, that is diamond, silicon carbide, silicon dioxide. Then they have low value of melting and boiling point and is due to the presence of weak attractive forces. Next one, electrical conductivity. They are a bad conductor of heat and electricity. Then crystal structure. They are exist mostly in the form of molecular crystal like ice, dry ice. These are some examples of a molecular crystal structure. Solubility, already we discussed, like, dissolve, like. That means if solute is polar, dissolve in polar solvent. If solute is non-polar, dissolve in non-polar solvent. As this bond is known as non-polar bond, that means the covalent bonded molecules are not normally soluble in polar solvent like water. However, they dissolve in non-polar solvent like benzene, ether, carbon tetrachloride. Mark that, solubility. They are insoluble in polar solvent like water, but soluble in non-polar solvent like benzene, carbon tetrachloride, ether, etc. Then non-ionic and molecular reaction. They exhibit molecular reaction. Since there is no ion is there, so they usually show molecular reaction. And last one is a directional character. Since this bond is localized, so normally they exhibit directional in nature. So it is all about the definition of covalent bond, condition for the formation of covalent bond, characteristics for the formation of covalent bond. Lastly, switch over to few examples. Under the examples, we focus to homoatomic molecule, heteroatomic molecule. Examples under the formation of single covalent bond, double covalent bond, triple covalent bond. Mark that. Under the homoatomic, suitable example H2 O2, N2. H2 means H single bond H. O2, O double bond O. N2, N triple bond N. These are known as homoatomic molecule. Then heteroatomic molecule. H2O, CH4, NH3. Let us discuss one by one. Next we switch over to some common example of the formation of covalent bonded molecule. Mark that. Point 1. Formation of hydrogen molecule first we discuss homoatomic, single bonded, double bonded and triple bonded. Mark that. Hydrogen atomic number 1 having 1 electron is there, another hydrogen atomic number 1 electron is there. So it try to comes nearer acquire the duplet, that is helium configuration. So both they share, resulting the formation of H single bond H. Now this pair of electron transport to this hydrogen atom possessing duplet configuration. Simultaneously this pair of electron shared pair of electron transport to this hydrogen atom and satisfying its duplet configuration, resulting the formation H single bond H and H2 molecule. Focus to second one, that is double bonded, that is formation of oxygen molecule. Second one, formation of oxygen molecule. Mark that. Oxygen atomic number 8, 2, 6 valence electron is there. Mark that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first oxygen short of 2 electron for accepting the noble gas configuration, that is obeying octet rule. The second oxygen atom possesses nearest of 2 electron. That means they two share these two and these two, forming two shared pair of electron. Now mark that. In valence shell of first oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attain the stable configuration. In second oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 this also attain, both of them attain the nearest stable electronic configuration. As a result of which oxygen form a double bond between another oxygen atom, resulting in the formation of O2. Next we discuss about the formation of a nitrogen molecule, that is a triple bonded molecule. Mark that. Next is formation of nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen atomic number 7, electronic configuration 2, 5. Valence shell possesses 5 electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one nitrogen possesses 5 valence electron. So each nitrogen atom short of 3 electron in order to attain the nearest noble gas configuration. So each nitrogen atom try to share 3 electron. So by sharing 3 electron, it form 3 shared pair of electron, and each case of nitrogen atom, mark that this nitrogen atom utilize the 3 shared pair of electron, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attain the stable configuration. Similarly, the case of nitrogen atom utilize these 3 shared pair of electron, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, resulting in the formation of N triple bond N, that means nitrogen molecule. So in this way, suitable example, one suitable example, resulting in the formation of, that is single bonded, double bonded and triple bonded, and both are comes under, that is a homoatomic molecule. Now let us switch over to 1 or 2 example of heteroatomic, that is formation of methane molecule, formation of ammonia molecule. Mark that. Next is formation of heteroatomic molecule. Under suitable example, that is methane and ammonia. That is formation of methane molecule. Methane molecule formula, that is CH4. Mark that. Heteroatom, one is carbon, one is hydrogen. Here central atom is known as the carbon. Mark that. Carbon. Atomic number 6. Electronic configuration 2, 4. Valence shell 4 electrons are there. It need next 4 electrons. Next is hydrogen. Atomic number 1. 1 electron is there. It need also another 1 electron. So mark that. It is Lewis dot structure. So they equal share. That means they shared 1, 1, 1, 1 electron, forming a single covalent bond. Mark that. In case of now carbon, utilize all these 4 shared pair 2, 2, 2, 2, resulting the formation of 8 electron having nearest configuration. While the hydrogen utilize 1, 1 share, that is possessing the helium configuration, that is resulting the formation of C4 single bonded bond, resulting the formation of CH4 molecule. It is a heteroatomic and single bonded. That is example of methane. Next we over to another example, that is a formation of ammonia molecule. Next another example, that is formation of ammonia molecule. Formation of ammonia molecule. Symbol is NH3. Mark that. Formation of ammonia molecule. Here the central atom is nitrogen. Mark that. Atomic number 7. Electronic configuration 2, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means it need 3 electron in order to possess the noble gas configuration. Next hydrogen, 3 hydrogen. Mark that. 3 hydrogen. Each one possesses 1 electron. Need 1 electron to possess a duplet configuration. So mark that. They shared equally. Formation of. Now mark that. In case of nitrogen, it utilize the 3 shared pair of electrons. That is 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, 2, 8. Possess the nearest noble gas configuration. While in case of hydrogen, utilize the shared pair of electron possessing the nearest duplet configuration, resulting the formation of NHHH, that is formation of NH3 molecule. This is known as lone pair of electron, lone pair electron, and this is known as bond pair electron, bond pair electron. Mark that. The pair of electron which are not participate in the chemical bond known as lone pair electron, while the electron pair which participate during bonding, the electron which become paired during bonding as a result of covalent bond known as bond pair electron. These are some examples of formation of covalent bond: homoatomic molecule, heteroatomic molecule, formation of single covalent bond, formation of double covalent bond, and formation of triple covalent bond. And last 2 important point is there. One is electrovalency and is covalency. Mark that. Next we discuss another 2 points. One is known as electrovalency and second one is known as covalency. That means the number of electron lost or gain, the number of electron lost in the formation of an ionic bond is known as its electrovalency. On the other hand, the number of electrons shared during the formation of a covalent bond is known as its covalence. Last we discuss about that is coordinate covalent bond or dative bond. It is a special type of covalent bond in which two species is there. Species A possess the octet, and after that one lone pair or more than one lone pair is there, while species B is short of a pair of electron. Then species A donate the pair of electron towards the species B, resulting in the formation of coordinate covalent bond or dative bond. This bond is represented by an arrow mark, in which the head of the arrow is towards the acceptor one, while the tail of the arrow is towards the donor one. Mark the definition. It is a special kind of covalent bond, and it may be defined as a covalent bond in which both the electrons of the shared pair are contributed by one of the two atoms. The most important thing is that in case of covalent bond, there is the equal sharing, while in case of coordinate covalent or dative bond, unequal sharing. That means among them only one share while enjoy both. I repeat again the definition, mark that. It is a special kind of covalent bond in which both the electrons of the shared pair are contributed by one of the two atoms. And this bond is formed between two such atoms, in which one of which has a complete octet and possesses a pair of valence electron, while the atom B possesses a sort of a pair of electron. And I repeat again, it is formed by an arrow mark. The head of the arrow towards the acceptor one, while the tail of the arrow is towards the donor one. Next we discuss the characteristics. As it is a special kind of covalent bond, most of the characteristics is similar to that of the covalent bond. That is a physical state. Under the normal condition of room temperature and pressure, they exist as solid, liquid, solid and gaseous in nature. Like covalent bonded compound, they are also bad conductor of heat and electricity. They are non-polar, that means sparingly soluble in water, polar solvent, while easily soluble, clearly soluble in non-polar solvent. Mark that some properties are there. One is physical state. They exist as gases, liquid and solid at room temperature under ordinary condition of temperature and pressure. Second one, melting point and boiling point. That means they have possess a higher value of MPVP in comparison to pure covalent bond, while possess lower value of MPVP, melting point and boiling point in comparison to ionic bonded. Mark that. Next one is melting point and boiling point. Their melting point and boiling point are higher than purely covalent compound and is lower than purely ionic compound. Next one is the solubility. Mark that. They are sparingly soluble, feebly soluble, weakly soluble in polar solvent like water, but easily soluble in non-polar solvent like benzene tetrachloride, benzene, carbon tetrachloride, ether, etc. Next, stability. They are as stable as like that of the covalently bonded compound. Next, conductivity. They are also bad conductor of heat and electricity like covalent bonded compound. Next is molecular reaction. They undergoes a molecular reaction. And this reaction becomes slow. It is the definition. Next, characteristics of coordinate covalent or dative bond. Next, switch over to one or two examples under the dative bond. Next one is examples. Under the example, we have to select, that is the bond formed between ammonia NH3 and BF3, and another one formation of ammonium ion, that is NH4 plus. So let us discuss one by one. First one is the dative bond formed between NH3 and BF3. Mark that. After the formation of ammonia, mark that. After the formation of ammonia, a lone pair of electron is present at nitrogen. After the formation of BF3, mark that. After the formation of BF3, the boron, central atom boron, is a sort of a pair of electron. That means these pair donate to this one, resulting in the formation of, mark that, NH3, it is a dative bond, and BF3. Mark that, it is represented by arrow sign. Here the head of the arrow is towards the acceptor one, while the tail of the arrow is towards the donor one. It is one example. Next, another suitable example, that is a formation of ammonium ion. Mark that. The second example, that means formation of ammonium ion. Formula NH4 plus. Mark that. Here two species is there. One is ammonia molecule and one is H plus or proton. So first ammonia is formed by the help of covalent bond. After the formation of covalent bond, one pair of electron is there. Next, H plus, we know that is a proton. Hydrogen atom, atomic number 1, only one electron is there. By any means, if it loses one electron, it forms a proton H plus. So it need, this species need a pair of electron to have the nearest duplet configuration. So this one shared to the proton, resulting in the formation of a dative bond. Mark that. Here head of the arrow is towards the acceptor one, while the tail of the arrow towards the donor one, resulting in the formation of mark that a ammonium ion. It is all about the condition, characteristics, examples and definition of coordinate covalent bond or dative bond. So today in the first class of the chapter chemical bonding, I will complete giving a little idea about the definition. What do you mean by chemical bond? What are the conditions? What are the factors affecting? How combine, how atom combine, why combines, when combines, and what are the different types of bond, especially focused to electrovalent or ionic bond, covalent bond, and coordinate covalent bond or dative bond. And in each case, the condition for the formation of bond, factors affecting bond, and the characteristics of these bonded molecules, and last one is the some examples relating to these bonds.